Strength earns mastery.
You're still working?
Just finishing some things up. You know you're being creepy, right? Why are you watching me?
Because you haven't been sleeping and I wanted to figure out why.
Oh, right. I have dreams now. When I go to sleep, I mean.
I thought dwarves didn't dream.
We're not supposed to. I didn't before. It's unnerving. It's like my mind's telling a story to itself and is really bad at it.
Sometimes I have these dreams where I'm naked.
What?
And I have to make a speech or go to battle, and I have no pants on. It's distressing.
Yeah, that would be. I haven't had that particular dream. These days, I just dream I'm being chased, hunted. There's something that glows red, just out of my sight, and I know it's gonna get me, but I don't know how I know.
You considered having a stiff drink or two?
Yeah, you can keep your whiskey. Thanks for the laugh, by the way.
Anytime.
And now, I'm gonna get some sleep and hope the dreams are safe.
Good luck. Hi, Emmerich. You've, got a guest.
Ah, Rook. You remember the Hand of Glory?
Hard to forget. You figure out what those Venatori who broke into the necropolis were doing with it?
The Hand is how they broke in. The simpler undead are blind to its bearer when its tapers are lit. Sadly, only a death mage could have provided them with this forbidden necromancy.
If they're helping the Venatori, that has to stop.
Agreed. I've made some inquiries. This man is one of the Death Mage's victims. If he knows where this rogue necromancer is hiding, my corpse whispering will give us the answer.
Floor's all yours.
It shouldn't take long. I must warn you, it will be harder to coax answers from this poor man than from the dead I spoke to in the necropolis. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again.
Who did this to you? Eyes hidden, dust and gold.
Give us a name.
They come for this one. The spirits shriek. They come.
A name?
Blackthorn.
Return to your rest.
Guess not everybody wants to give up its secrets.
Corpse whispering is a delicate process.
Uh-huh.
Blackthorn Manor is an abandoned country house outside Navarra City. Our victim mentioned spirits. If they've also fallen prey to forbidden magic, they'll need our help as well. Let's depart for Blackthorn when you're ready. I'd like to speak to the necromancer behind all this.
So, Blackthorn Manor. Ugh. Let's hope that necromancer working with the Venatori is around.
There's a malaise amongst the spirits here. Some form of confinement. This must be the place.
Right. So why'd we bring that?
Oh, it's essential we have the Hand of Glory.
Does that thing actually work?
Yes, but we're not using it for its intended purpose. The magic laid upon a Hand of Glory is complex. Whoever killed its donor left their mark.
So, it'll lead us to whoever cut it off.
Precisely. Most likely the necromancer who's been helping the Venatori. It would have taken extraordinary skill to layer the involutions on this artifact. What a waste of talent.
Bet whoever owned that hand agrees with you.
We'll put an end to whatever's happening in this manor. That I promise. Forbidden necromancy can twist spirits. We must find this death mage and stop whatever they've done to them.
Well, if there's a rogue necromancer here, they forgot to lock the door.
The Hand of Glory's magic points inward to the northeast.
Let's go look.
Something really eerie about this place.
These sigils. They can't be.
I'm not a spellcaster, but any watcher can recognize a necromantic evocation.
Our rogue necromancer has hidden something terrible behind this door.
Can you open it?
The door's seals are drawing on magic elsewhere in the manor, fueled by suffering.
Let's put an end to that. And get this door open.
The Hand of Glory points to the northeast and southwest.
There's more to these candles than just lighting themselves, right?
Ah, you notice their secondary enchantment, smoothing out rough surges from the fade.
I see it. So if anything goes wrong with the candles, we'll see even more demons.
I'll have words with this rogue necromancer for using them as a containment ward.
Why do you think this place was abandoned? Oh, I wonder if it's haunted. I mean, haunted by old ghosts, not any new spirits.
No one knows why the Blackthorns abandoned their manor. Rumor hinted at a family tragedy. A perfect spot for our wayward necromancer to work unnoticed. No! What have they done?
This looks bad.
Sacrifices, both spirit and human.
And demons!
Here we go!
I must free the spirit bound here. Someone's been harvesting their terror. Their souls. How dare they? What are they? Come, I can sense another spirit trapped here in the mansion. Look at the door. Freeing one spirit has already weakened its seals.
Halfway there.
Have you noticed anything strange about the Fade itself here?
It's not our necropolis, but I can feel the spirits stirring.
Yes. The veil's been deliberately thinned. Another victim. I'm ready again! must.
We did it! Professor?
Someone's been stealing the life, the essence of people who knew they were facing death. The effects persist. But the door we saw earlier should be unsealed.
Hope that necromancer we're after is behind it.
All the seals have been extinguished. Excellent. Let's open that door. Someone's torn a path into the Fade. It's imperative we find and stop this necromancer from keeping the Fade open.
This is so exciting.
I mean, dangerous.
The door's locked.
It's the work of that rogue necromancer. They're already blocking our path. We must find a wisp to open it. Onwards. The hand of glory still points the way. This necromancer has brought once helpless undead into the Fade as soldiers?
They also bound a rage spirit.
The way forward won't open until we defeat them.
That's fine.
Careful! Behind you!
those undead mean we're on the right track.
Our rogue necromancer knows exactly where we are. Why have they gone to such lengths to drain power from spirits? Down there! More victims!
I don't see that rogue necromancer yet.
I suspect they're nearby. Let's inspect their handiwork.
Late as always, Professor.
It can't be.
But what else would one expect from Navarra's most eminent meddler?
Johanna Hesenkos.
You've met?
Oh, the Professor and I have known each other for ages. But only one of us realized the Watchers are no place for a mage with ambition.
Hesenkos? Weren't you censured by the Watchers after defiling a tomb for experimental—
Complete and utter lies!
Yes, the same Hesenkos. No. The stolen life in that lantern could permanently tear open the Fade here.
Correct. Only the foolhardy would shed blood near it in this state. So, let the Watchers mourn your pathetic death in the Fade, Emmerich Volkaren. Those that are left after my return.
No. What is she planning?
Emmerich, we okay to fight?
Yes. Johanna took the lantern away. They're attacking from afar! It's cast shadows everywhere!
Ranged incoming! Hitting us from range!
We're being fired upon!
Appreciate it, Emmerich.
Most welcome!
What did Hezenkos do to that spirit?
I'll try freeing it, but I fear the worst. Nothing. The spirit, its essence, is gone. Johanna's trapped it in her lantern.
Then let's find her. There's no way out.
What do we do now?
The Fade always provides a way forward. We only need to search for it.
Then let's get looking. A candle. This wasn't here before.
Now, let me think. We're in a receptive eddy of the Fade, and since Johanna's spirit summoning has already focused its mana, do you recall the ritual?
Here's that last candle.
Excellent. Place them on the pedestals, if you would. Upon the let them form a new configuration. And with that,
Oh, this bridge's magic is solid.
we must find Johanna once we're out of here. This rift in the Fade will lie open until we deal with her.
You insufferable nuisances! How did you get out so quickly?
Where's Hezenkos's voice coming from?
The Hand of Glory resonates. It's pointing to the main hall.
Let's go.
I can feel Johanna summoning hostile spirits. That portal into the Fade won't close until we defeat them.
But we still can't attack Hezenkos herself while she's holding that lantern?
The entire countryside would be torn apart in a maelstrom.
So you crawled your way out of the Fade?
It's not difficult for those who treat spirits better than tools to an end, Johanna.
Sentimental drivel. You may have stopped my work here, but Navarra City will know its new ruler.
We doing this or not?
A death wish. You and Valkaran must be quite the pair. Though the professor clearly avoided mentioning his old colleague in exile.
We made every attempt to bring you to reason.
I gave you every chance to join me instead of whining endlessly about your mortality. But I must thank you for returning something dear to me. Lovely to have my hand back. I'd exchanged it with the Venatori for some favors after entering this condition.
Johanna, what have you done?
What you never had the courage to.
For the record, I do not have a death wish. Tell me why she has no eye.
Afterwards, ready! It's over.
It's over. Emmerich, still sense anything wrong?
We were successful. Johanna's magic no longer changed the spirits, and the fade is still.
Great, okay. But let's talk back at the lighthouse.
At least we freed those spirits from their suffering. Shall we depart?
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
Gladly. Oh, the Song of the Chambers won't have anything on what Johanna's... Perhaps the Waking Scrolls? No. Manfred, have you seen the Fellmarch manuscripts?
You were only alone in here for a minute after we got back.
And how little I have to show for it.
Okay, time to talk.
Johanna Hesenkos was a watcher. She was banished for embracing the darker paths of our art. Forbidden magic, blood sacrifice, nothing is beyond her if it leads to power, recognition, or both.
It sounded like you knew her before all that.
We were friends, once.
Oof. That explains why she was tearing into you so hard.
Johanna was always a touch blunt, but things used to be better. She truly was brilliant, and we got on so well as students. We partnered on papers, rituals, research. Yet even then, Johanna considered the Watcher's oaths quaint. This isn't the first time we've crossed paths since she was exiled, but now I fear she's turned herself partly undead.
Terrible. Did she use etheric rituals or a greater conjuration to do it?
I have suspicions I may share later.
How much later?
You saw Johanna's Lantern of Unwilling Souls. A necromancer could create monstrous undead with that much stolen life.
Hesenkos was yelling a lot about conquering Navarra City.
We must stop her, Rook. Thank you, Manfred. Quite right. The Order's knowledge will see us through.
Hesenkos had been stopped. For now. But she had big plans for Navarra. City conquering, new ruler plans. And while she had some regrets about long-lost friendships, she knew her greatest invention was going to bring down the house.
Zahn, you out of here, boy?
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the Lords, and I could use the sea air. So could you.
You know, that sounds quite nice.
All right, then. I'll see you soon.
Ready to level up your punching experience? Have a good fight.
So if you're a mage, is that why you left the fleet?
What? I was born in Darrismouth.
They said I could find you here.
Good timing. I think I'm done for the day. The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they? Hey, thanks for the lessons. I'll be back. I'm beat. I just gotta...
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark. And they're so afraid. So alone.
Harding? What's happening?
There's so many of them. All in my head. So much.
I need you to focus. Push through what you're feeling. You're safe. And you can handle this.
I could feel it. Rippling through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Whose fear?
Whatever was after me has turned on the dwarves. It's drawing me out. Drawing me down.
And so you'll stay here and ignore it completely?
It's hurting people. I have to...
We've all heard this story. Evil thing calls its victim to the bad place. Victim goes, victim dies.
Only if victim goes alone. Never go to the bad place alone. So, you're coming, right?
This was not the point I was trying to make.
Well, innocents need our help.
Damn it.
The Golden Glory.
Hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
You know how seldom watchers leave Navarra, if ever. You've already traveled more of Thedas than most of us see in a lifetime. What adventures you've had.
It just kind of seems like my life.
You don't regard anything you've done as singular? Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis.
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Save the flesh and some bones for the soil.
The memorial gardens, then? Very well. We'll still preserve your skull, of course.
Naturally.
Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
I heard from Cal Shirak about the missing dwarves. Stalgard's one of them. I have to go help. They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's not wait too long. The missing dwarves started their... patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way. And be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
Sure. We've got this.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction. The entrance to the deep roads is through here. Let's go. I think there's a passage back here. Stand back. I'll move this rock aside.
Really dark.
And it looks like the passage leads down.
Hostile undead. Not a surprise. The Veil's so patchy here.
Looks dwarven. It might belong to one of the missing... Kalsharok dwarves. Come on, let's try to find a way forward.
I think we need to head this way. Harding, do your thing.
This rock, it feels I think there's someone in there. We've got you.
You. It's you.
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
How did you survive in a rock?
That's your question? Right now?
I bet it's a dwarven thing. Children of the stone.
Our philosophers may have an answer, but I do not.
Who put someone in a rock? That's monstrous.
I don't think it's about cruelty. They call us the Children of the Stone, after all. We should keep going. I sense someone else close by.
Be careful. Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
Stay here. You'll be safe. This isn't all of them. Let's keep going.
Mining equipment. And it's old. Really old.
There's lyrium all through these rocks. I'm not surprised people tried to get at it.
Those scuff marks. That looks like someone was...
Don't want to think about it.
We have to find them. There's someone close. I think I can feel them. Keep looking.
And now demons?
Did I mention the veil being patchy? Because it's patchy.
There's someone close. I think I can feel them. Keep looking.
And now demons?
Did I mention the veil being patchy? Because it's patchy.
I die in there? Thank you.
It's okay. You're safe now.
Up. Let's look for a way to get there. Look, there's a way through here. Someone else is close by. Come on. You're safe now.
Harding, what's happening?
It means we're on the right track. Stay here. You'll be safe.
Harding, can you, Thanks, Harding.
That wasn't me, Rook. I didn't move that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you.
There's so much red lyrium. Isn't it dangerous?
We can worry about that later. Demons coming!
I think that's Veilguard.
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
We know it's a trap.
You still came. You fools. You magnificent fools.
What happened?
The memory is clouded. I recall a cry in the shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to even breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
Well, I'll never sleep again.
Do you know what it was?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's after me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest. I'll handle it. Farther in. That's where the Titan's heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we, in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
You seem far too relaxed for someone about to face something that wants to eat you.
I'm terrified. Don't tell the others.
I won't. Promise.
I'm ready.
Red lyrium's usually blighted. This isn't that. It's just lyrium that's angry.
Do those crystals look kind of veiny? Or is it just me?
Over there. The heart. That's where I have to go.
Oh, well, that's new.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left! You cast me out!
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
Run!
What's she doing?
To bring the caverns down, or worse. We have to get to her. Harding. We can still get through to her. Harding, this has to stop. You'll kill us all.
Don't you understand what they did? The elves stripped away our dreams so the earth would be still. Why should they thrive while we lie, broken and forgotten?
They silenced the Titans. They ripped out their souls. Your pain and your anger are justified, but don't let it control you. Make it yours.
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you.
was intense. My mind's still clearing. Anyway, you ready to go?
Let's get you home.
Stalgard and the others are returning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
And I think you've proven your strength.
Me? Oh, I couldn't have done it without you. You can ask me how I'm feeling, you know.
How are you?
I was always afraid of my anger. I told myself it was better to be nice. And I pushed it aside. I pushed away the Titan's anger too. It festered and became destructive.
But now?
It's part of me. Like everything else I inherited from the Titans. I don't think I'll ever stop being angry. But I'm no longer afraid of it.
So what's next for you?
First, we stop the Elven Gods. And after that, well, one step at a time. See where it takes me.
I know this was hard for you. Learning all that, feeling all that. I'm sorry.
Yes, but I wasn't alone. Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer.
Rook, would you care to accompany me to the Memorial Gardens again?
It can't be time to relight the graves yet.
Oh, this isn't Watcher business. It's a more personal visit, whenever you've time.
There are whispers.
I've fulfilled my oaths. The Venatori won't disturb us any longer.
Excellent. May our pacts with the dead hold true.
They will watch where we cannot.
Ever more to do.
Yeah. Greetings. The dead keep watch.
So, does Manfred have, people thoughts and feelings?
His self-expression may be limited, but Manfred is as cognizant of his surroundings as you or I. To a certain degree.
Watch ahead.
Hitting us from range.
Attack from a distance!
It shadowed everything.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around?
It considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emmerich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
There's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
An undead mage that's retained their mind. They're theoretical, aren't they?
The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
You're making this up, right?
Rook, please. I've told so few people.
Sorry.
The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
I'm no mage, but even basic Watcher training makes lichdom sound tricky.
I've long prepared for it.
I hope so.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
So if you were a lich, it wouldn't be a spirit mimicking you? It'd be your actual soul in the corpse?
It would.
I didn't think... wait, is that what Vorgoth is?
Oh, no one knows what Vorgoth is. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them. When?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another Watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! The promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
If you want lichdom that badly, you have to go for it.
I always thought I'd find the courage when I grew older. Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos. She's a lich?
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together...
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear, and of course, time to read all of one's books.
Of course.
But how she's abused her... We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you. Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleanor Volkaren. They walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Hello. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom.
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says, what's shaping anymore?
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
You can talk to your friends about it. I hear that helps.
It's already helping. You checking on me, I mean. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
You knew? Because I sure didn't, and boy, am I glad it worked out.
Me too. You showed me that my anger doesn't have to destroy me. That it could be a gift in my fight. You can be flippant, but I know what you did for me. And so do you, whether you want to admit it or not.
You take that back.
Make me. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
Really? We were having a nice moment and you bring him up?
I can't help what comes to my head. Don't you feel sorry for him, even a little bit?
He's planning to kill a lot of people.
Yes. Varric tried to talk sense into him. And look how that ended. Even the Inquisitor thinks he's too far gone, and we're past the point of talking. But part of me doesn't want to believe it. Because it means that there's a point when you have to give up on someone. It means you could have given up on me.
Myrna, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far behind.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
There you are.
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
That's exactly the kind of reckless necromancy that gives the rest of us a bad name.
Just so. But we found where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom... Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
So let's put your old roommate down.
Colleague, never roommates, thank goodness. Oh, Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
A little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise. Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkos's lantern, and smash it. That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
Manfred, can you pour fancy wine and nod? Send him in.
Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's gonna occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
That should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right. Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezenkos must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
What's she gonna do with them?
Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezenkos.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
and see if Hezenkos has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just waiting for our host's grand announcement.
The library's to the east, right? Where we close Hezenkos' portal into the Fade.
Right. But why come all the way back here?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
Watch out!
Johanna's creatures. We must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests? Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography?
This isn't it?
Ah, a handsomely bound volume, but no.
What about this? Oh, it's haunted.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book. See what he says. Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, The deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I'd love to go to this kind of party. Not one with Hezenkos exactly, but with other mages. They're probably swapping all kinds of theories.
These gatherings aren't always so academically minded, Velara. Though I did overhear a lecturer in mathematics arguing about a new form of geometry with the bursar from Cumberland.
Maybe you can introduce me.
Shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my! A body from the house of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
Well, anyone can see that.
We'll have to inter it safely in the necropolis. Afterwards.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned, lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezenkos makes something that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes. Hannah's work. We're on the right track.
Where's that red tapestry? This wall looks... Ha! Secret door!
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
So Manfred speaks. That'll get the other Watchers talking.
And they said a simple wisp could only grow so much. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
That's incredible, I think.
Isn't it? He's so precocious. Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what he's planning to use it for. This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Wow, it's... How did she do this?
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive. Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
I'd say that should be impossible, but... Well, we've been to Arlington.
The Necropolis...
Don't think I can't sense your undead black sneaking about.
I wish Manfred had stayed above.
They'll be fine. We'll handle this. Then can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside?
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenko's trapped in the manor? That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits. I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
It's a shame you lived through it.
Petty words birthed from fear.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! Scoffing colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals, you all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Move!
You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmerich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of the people here!
We need to stop Hezenkos long enough to destroy that lantern.
Someone's life inside it. The backlash.
We don't have a choice.
Once I destroy you wretches, my union with my creation will be complete! I can't believe you brought your ridiculous pet skeleton with you!
His name is Manfred!
myself if I must. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Veilguard. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb!
working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lies will fuel my triumph!
Papa, innervation!
She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. You can't free the spirits in that lantern?
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words, Veilguard, before I... Oh, you miserable little...
Manfred!
Kick her ass, Emmerich.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small minded!
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding to...
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmerich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
I wondered what your bosses looked like.
I'm lucky. The Lich Lords can't always respond so quickly. My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom, Rook, that leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Emmerich, Lichdom is your life's work, your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in Lichdom's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right. After I make my farewells, I will undergo the last rites of Lichdom. And Rook, thank you.
Emmerich probably has to prepare before becoming a Lich. I should see how he's doing. Hey. Why is it so cold in... Hello, Vorgoth.
Rook, Vorgoth and I have just finished discussing some preparations for my Lichdom.
I shall be with you until the end.
Until the end sounds ominous.
Oh. Yes? I've so much to do. Crafting a glamour, for example. After Lichdom, I'll need an illusion of my mortal appearance for polite company.
Good call.
I've told Harding about the ritual. I'll inform the others afterwards. Rook, would you accompany me during the final rites as witness to my Lichdom?
Of course.
Thank you. I'm so pleased it'll be another Watcher. When you have time, I'll send word to the necropolis. Rook, hello.
What tidings?
There is much to be done. The dead await.
You've news?
What's this Lichdom rite actually like?
I must pass through the gates and meet the oldest forces in the necropolis. A final appraisal of my soul.
Hail the living! Emmerich Volkarin and his chosen witness, Rook, the young Watcher who has vexed the cruel elven gods.
Collect yourselves for the rite.
I'm afraid this is as far as you're permitted. If anything should perchance go wrong, what things we've already seen. Thank you for taking me on, Rook.
Can't say things haven't been strange with you around, but it's been fun.
My next adventure? Wish me luck.
You've got it. Come back mostly normal.
I am come to be judged by the dead.
Emmerich?
I see so much more clearly now. The deeper eddies of the Fade. The pulse of the necropolis. I have been through blood and darkness, and I have emerged into light.
Face is gonna take a little getting used to, but if you're happy, I'm happy.
I feel so much myself. There are vistas before me, and each presents a lifetime's joyful work. All thanks to a friend who helped me find a clear and steady heart. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please, bear with me. This will be rather difficult to explain. I may appear the same as always, as I stand before you, but I've recently undergone a ritual that...
I thought you'd have a skull face. Like a skeleton.
It must be his glamour. It's really something, Professor. I can't sense you're a lich at all.
Harding!
Oh, no. Was becoming a lich a secret?
So, the lich stuff is true, and you crossed that line.
A lich? Look at Emmerich. Flesh and blood and everything.
He looks pale.
He always looks pale.
I have questions.
You needn't speak about me as if I'm not here.
Just tell me you'll keep your skin on.
That's not how it...
I should take notes.
Look, why don't we just start from the beginning?
Are you satisfied? Yes, I have entered...